Hello, everybody. I am back. I'm making a few back-to-back videos because I'm going out of town for a few days and I didn't want to go a day without posting because I love posting videos for you. So we're going to be reading the next two sections in chapter 9, and this chapter we're specifically interpreting our archetypal wheel if we have put it together. If you have not, that is okay. You are where you are and there's no wrong place to be. I'm still in the midst of narrowing down my archetypes. I have not sat down to place them in the houses. So this next section of Course in Sacred Contracts, chapter 9, Interpreting Your Contracts, written by Myss, we're reading Finding the Lessons in Your Wheel and Contract. So these are the steps that you're going to follow, or you can follow, in using your archetypal wheel to interpret your contract. So number 1, they're written in step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, so number 1, as a first step, choose a part of your life that you want to understand more fully. Your health, career, relationships, family, or another aspect of your life to which you're drawn. One woman decided to focus on her career and how she had known what it was that she wanted to do as far back as she could recall. Other choices could include your spiritual development, your sexual awakening, the history of your health, or your relationship with a significant figure in your life. Be careful not to ask your wheel a specific question such as, should I change my current job and pursue the career I dream about? Do not ask if you should divorce your partner, sell your house, or move to Tuscany. Do not ask your wheel what somebody else thinks or feels about you. Do not ask for diagnostic information regarding a physical or psychological ailment. Do I have cancer? Should I see a doctor? You will learn how to seek guidance for specific issues and dilemmas in Chapter 10. Keep your questions general so that the guidance of any kind can come through for you. For instance, ask, why have I been unable to forgive my father or mother? How can I best heal my negative self-image? Give me a clear understanding of why blank is in my life. Write your question or request for guidance in your journal. Step 2. Now select one of your 12 archetypes through which to seek initial guidance with your wheel. One of the 12 will generally capture your attention more than the others as a guide for that area you've chosen to examine. Your intuitive self knows the most appropriate point of beginning. If, however, no particular archetype presents itself intuitively, you can simply begin with the archetype that resides in your first house. Number 3. Once you've selected an archetype, make note of which house it's in, and look for connections between the archetype and the area of life ruled by that house. Write down your overall sense of the significance of this first archetype house connection in your journal. Your entry can be as brief as a single sentence or as long as several paragraphs, but try to be as succinct as possible on this first examination. Number 4, when you feel that you have a clear sense of the significance of that connection, move on to the next archetype that calls for your attention and repeat the procedure. If you choose to start with your first house archetype, then just move to the second and so on in sequence. With each archetype, review your positive and negative associations with the meaning of that pattern as it applies to the area of your life that you've chosen to examine. For example, if you chose to trace the experiences and relationships that have contributed to your search for God, then note the positive and negative contributions you associate with each archetype in that regard from your earliest recall. The saboteur archetype in your house of spirituality, for instance, might be reflected in your feelings that God failed to answer your prayers, sabotaging your sense of faith. Number 5. After gathering memories and associations from all 12 houses and archetypes, study them to see if a single theme holds them together. Sarah noted that her history of spiritual development was built on a cycle of belief and doubt, faith and self-sabotage, until she finally realized that at the core of this struggle was one lesson. God for her was an intellectual concept that did not communicate with her spirit, so her spirit did not connect with others. She had been unable to establish a spiritual practice or put her faith in action. Sarah's lifetime struggle with God also had a profound effect on how she evaluated her professional opportunities. She turned down offers that did not guarantee her future security, which was most of them. Because she had limited her career, she had become bitter and had begun to feel that she had no direction in life. Sarah realized that her life's journey required that she learn the meaning of trust and faith and learn to act as if she had a future. She had to open her heart and find God in others and in the world around her. After you complete one reading, you can formulate another question with a different aspect of your life in mind. Each time you do a wheel interpretation, you fill in more lessons that constitute your sacred contract. Remember that you are tracing 12 lifelong patterns that serve as the formative threads of your journey of personal empowerment. Combined, these reveal the whole of your sacred contract. Each pass you make through the archetypes and houses should supply another piece of the picture. Since working with your archetypal wheel is more art than science, you may want to get a feel for doing it by reading how other people have pulled together their own interpretations. 3 examples follow, beginning with the fascinating story of a woman seeking insight into her choice of career, and closing with the story of one of the most extraordinary people I've ever encountered. Let me take a look at these stories here because I think this first one is quite long. Yeah, so I think I kind of just want to give you this section on its own, which I realize is really short, but I feel like I guess I could add on to it. It's just that the story is about 6 pages long. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave these steps for you separatively so that if you just want to focus on that, you can. And then in the next video, I will share the first story and the second story if you guys want to listen to those. Actually, there's more than 2 stories. There's 3 of them. So yeah, I think I will just stop right here, give you guys the steps, and then I will come back and read the story to you next. I hope that's okay with you guys. I know my videos have been longer with this book, so maybe a really short video every now and again is a nice welcome. So we'll stop here for now. I'm gonna hop back on though and read the next story. I will see you all again soon. Take care until next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.